Well, what a blessing Thanksgiving was. But now it's time to break out the Christmas tree and get the kids to help dust off those ornaments in preparation for the most wonderful time of the year. Here we are at Hope Villages of America with Elise Nicole filming for Bay Focus. And at Hope Villages, if you have need, you can get turkey, stuffing, canned fixins, and a whole lot of love. And even donate. Now let's take a tour and talk to Melvin Thomas, Senior Vice President of Operations.
Well, we move about 6 million pounds of food that we get out to the community in the form of direct support to members that come here to our food bank and also supporting other food pantries throughout Pinellas County. So we're a food distribution center and a food bank directly to the public as well. So we do that with the help of an amazing group of volunteers. We use between 1,500 and 2,000 volunteers annually with all our program service, the majority of those volunteers being here. So the different hands that you see here are going to be groups coming in. We have one of the schools here today with their students. They'll be here for another few minutes making some of our distribution bags. And we have our regular volunteers that come in different days of the week and do our food distribution. We have about 6 staff, including myself, that run here, so it's very heavily dependent on volunteers. The most amazing thing I see is the interaction between our guests and our volunteers. Volunteers light up and guests light up, just seeing each other and keeping up with what's going on, and makes such a difference with the love and the distinction that they're served with, and just making a difference in their lives. Obviously, with the shutdown and everything like that, we've had a great increase in need. Generally, we do about 100, 120 families per day, 5 days a week. We've been doing between, since the shutdown at the beginning of the month, when the SNAP benefits not going out, we've been doing about 200 plus families a day. Last Thursday, we did over 300.
Wow, that's amazing.
And even more amazing is bumping into President and CEO, Florida Senator Nick DiCeglie.
Religious Community Services of Pinellas County was born in 1967. 2 years away from celebrating a big 60th anniversary. We are, in reality, doing the Lord's work in making sure that, on average, about 120 boxes of food a day to over 200. And so, we're in need of volunteers, we're in need of financial resources so that we can match the incredible increase in the need that's been happening here.
What's going on for the holidays?
We have the turkeys, we have, at our shelter, we have toys for the children there, and we really kind of, increase, making sure that our guests feel, loved, appreciated, obviously, and it's very difficult for folks to come through the food bank. There's a lot of pride that goes along in doing that, and same thing with the guests at the domestic abuse shelter. It's very difficult, those women and children, and getting out of a very dangerous situation. But we want them to feel at home. We want them to feel like they're communicating and interacting with family. It's a great thing to watch.
If you need help for the holidays or would love to donate, go to hopevillagesofamerica.org.